Yo, we're here, episode 8 of Real Talks No Porks with myself and Doug and Lizzle.
Come on, man, yours truly, Christmas. How you doing, people?
And yeah, fam, we just got an interesting topic today. Another interesting topic, always bringing the points of conversation that are important.
Yeah, man.
And this one's one that's actually been going on for a very long time. Like, it's one of those ones where, like, you wondered it when you were younger, but now you're older, you're a bit like, yo, like, we need to address this. And it's actually like, so, why is Ard Adz not in a higher position than he is right now? Not to say that he is in a low position at all, before people start inferring the bad thing. But like, you know things that get Sam. But we'll cut that one snippet and be like, hey, you gonna stand for this, bro?
Come on, man. Forever with the disclaimers, fam.
Literally, fam. But yeah, fam, why is he not higher up in the scene, do you think? Because there's a few ways we can get into this.
Yeah, no, there is definitely. There was that thing like a few years ago with all that Islam stuff. But I have no idea, bro. If I'm super honest, I can remember times of him like just not really being, like not really consistently dropping anything. Like, I know Ard Adz from whatever be school videos and then show shallow stuff, innit? That's gang, whatever. Same area.
Yeah.
Coming up off that. That's how I've seen and heard him, and they carry on going boom, bam, boom. But
it's confusing because with Ard Adz, he's kind of like Gets in the way that he's had fans join him at so many different stages. Like Gets has like 3 different stages in his journey, and like he's got fans on every single different stage.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like Ard Adz has fans on so many different stages of his journey.
Definitely.
And I don't understand how someone with probably one of the biggest core fan bases that there is like overlooked like that. Like, the only other person I can say has a core fan base like him is someone like Lingo, fam.
For sure, yeah.
Like, them, man, they have their core fan bases are like anything they drop, they're checking for that type of thing.
Yeah. No, I hear exactly what you're saying, man. I don't know, I feel like there was a time when he wasn't, I want to say, serious.
Fair, I get you. Like, it was like, not one, it was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but it's like a 70-30 type thing.
It was like, this bus is cool, innit?
Yeah.
But really and truly, I make money off the whatever anyway.
Yeah,
so
I get you.
that's the situation. But I don't know, man. I don't think he's underrated. But I do think he's not looked at.
Fair.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he has his fan base with the North Africans as well.
Yeah.
So whenever he drops those type of tracks, people are checking for those. Habibti was going off a couple summers ago.
Bro, that was like,
every going
that one's got like 5.something million views.
Yeah, going off. He even had that classical Don do a little. What does this track mean with him? That was going off. Honestly, what do you think?
I think it's basically just not capitalizing on the rise of the scene, essentially. I feel like the scene was rising and that helped him. But at the same time, I don't think he's not. I think it's also with his personality. So like, he's not really an out person that puts his life out there. As much as he puts his life out there in the music, on like all the socials and everything, he doesn't put himself out there. Yeah. And I think in like such a time where like all the people that are like not blown, but a lot of the big guys right now, they put themselves out there on social.
Personalities. No, he's not really the personality like saying the diggers or whatever. The personalities. I do hear that still. I was gonna say though, one thing that you said that was interesting was he's got the fans along the way, innit? He did try do the, not even try, he does do drill. So I'm still confused. Yeah, I'm still confused. Like he jumped on drill. He's done track like hella Quanians. He's jumped on tracks with M24s and these type of man there. Yeah, like he can definitely barter in that scene as well. Yeah. So it's not like man wasn't trying to do the versatile thing. It wasn't like he was, I'm only in my rap bag or whatever it is. I only talk about, because you even did mention people were saying it's boring or whatever. Like someone was in the comments. With the emojis and this and that. Same old stuff, but. I don't know. What do you think? Because he should have got the drill people as well. Like.
I feel back then. I feel that they were back then. I think they were at the peak of their team.
Brixton.
Yeah, like them man, and like let's just keep about them. Like Brixton, the whole Brixton and that whole area was like
Brixton, all of that.
And like even like the opposition, whatever. Like that whole area was just running it, bro.
Fully.
Like, it was those two groups, if as much as they don't like each other, they were both running the scene at the same time. It's mad. Like, no one could really chat to them for that time period they did their thing. But I thought, obviously, we got new genres that came into the scene as well. And then that kind of took the thing away from them, basically. And he can do his thing on drill, but I don't think he doesn't go on like the current drill type rhythms now.
Yeah, you were saying.
That's like, obviously I rate that he goes on less conventional rhythms because it works for him so well. Like Rise and Prosper, and then once there, then unconventional. But at the same time, a lot of people, they just listen to not the bait, but like the conventional M1 type rhythms and the don't there. So
they're looking to hear drill as soon as the first beat comes in.
Yeah.
And that's not always what he's going to give you.
Like some men will turn off a tune if they don't hear M1 produce or MK. Like, it's mad, bro.
It's facts.
Like, they wouldn't class it on that genre if it isn't done by one of them 3-4 men, which is true. Mad.
Yeah, it's so true. That's something else that people need to talk about for sure. But it's true, man. I think it works for him though. Definitely.
Yeah.
It definitely does work for him.
And I respect that he stayed true to his sound and hasn't sold out at the same time that all this has happened. Because a lot of man, they just been genre hopping. A lot of man genre hop and be like, oh, why haven't I got a core fan base, fam? So what?
Yeah, literally.
Like,
literally stick to what you know. Build your way up, innit? I think it's time for him though. I think his time's coming. Because I feel like he's been consistent now for like, I want to say 3 years.
Yeah, definitely.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. That's 4 years or two.
Yeah. So what we have? Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, he did Adam, they did Misky, and I dropped this thing.
Yeah. So I think it's just he's been in the game for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
10, 11 years. It's only time now. I think as long as you come with the consistency, it should be.
Yeah, I feel we do forget sometimes that. Well, I know, especially for me, it's the being in the game, but being consistent in the game. Because like you could be consistent, you could be in the game for like 10 years, but if you've only been consistent for 2 years, you basically only been in for like 2 years, basically. Like,
and I think that's what he did. There was times when he was getting buzz with So Shallow. There was times when he was getting buzz off freestyles by himself. Because them man there started their whole like Windy TV, whatever it's called. That YouTube channel. So them man there had buzz. But I think it's exactly what you're saying. Consistency thing.
It's kind of like he's dropped his 3 projects now. Well, he's dropped one before, but I think his 3 big projects now. Yeah. I think the next one's him going to be like, I think he might actually sign for his next one.
That would be a good move, I think.
Yeah, I'd say he should. Cause I don't. Well, maybe I'm bugging, and I haven't checked the last ones actually. To be fair, but I haven't seen him drop a tape, but do a proper album rollout.
Rollout in terms of promotion, or in terms?
Promotion.
In terms of promotion, I'm pretty sure I remember him promoting Adam quite well.
Oh, okay, fair enough then.
Mesquite, he promoted it, but yeah, he definitely promoted it because he had a billboard.
Fair.
And a couple of the singles of that were kind of big. So it was kind of like, not promote that one, innit?
Yeah, well, he had Habibti on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair, yeah.
But no, you're right though. You are right though. He hasn't had like the shit, I'm about to drop. Like I'm dropping in 6 months, but you're hearing it from now. Like
when I see the Gets one, I'm just like, yo, like man was driving around on a tank in Piccadilly, bro. Man had a tank just live in Piccadilly, bro.
Something else. That is something else. That is something.
As in, like, man was saying, like there were feds that came through because they were like, why is there a tank in Piccadilly, bro?
Straight.
It was like
that was something else. I was so stunned to see that. But yeah, no, I think it'd be a good move for him. I actually think it'd be a good move for him, you know.
Yeah, I think it would as well. But I think it'll be complex because the label want him to put himself out there. So it just comes down to that. They have like intricacies type thing. It's like, what does he because he wants to do something that works for him, if you see me. And I don't know if he's like, I'd rather take less views and clout being independent than having to put out all this stuff about my life while being to a label type thing. So
I do hear that. I feel like he'd have to market himself though. Yeah. Because I don't see the same way that I said the track came on and I thought Ard Adz / Pot or whatever. I don't see any of them, man, the Potters, the Rimsies, all of that. Looking for a label in the sense that unless the label's giving them something that they're going to benefit from, unless the label's giving them something cool, boom, you're working to me. Yeah. I ain't working with it. So I feel like he just has to market himself.
Yeah.
And the label's just gonna be like, yeah, I get you. We can't sign you unless we allow you to do this. Or, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he'll
Yeah,
work
but
it.
I'm not saying he has to do like a Munya Chara type thing, fam.
Trust me, nah, bro. He doesn't at all. But look, I hear it though. I feel like it will be hard to find the label for him.
Yeah, I get you.
Enough people will try and do the what we want you to work with.
Yeah, he's definitely had offers.
Yeah, definitely. It would be stupid if he hasn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me now. Another thing I'd mention, is features. That's one thing I'd say. He hasn't gone not creative with the features, but he hasn't done. I'd say one thing that gets your name out there is features. Like,
Fully, 100%.
if you look at all the big artists at the moment, they've all done features with a variety of guys.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. I don't know. For me personally, I don't think you can get to a certain level without being like, I'm gonna do a feature with a variety of people. Like, if you look at OFB, like, they've done features with Bear Brothers, bro. So, like, they've done features in every single end in
I
London.
was about to say, they even like swap circles and cross circles.
Bro, like, it's mad.
Like fully, 100%, man. I feel like one thing with features is a lot of people underplay. Simply, it gets your name in someone else's ends.
Yeah, basically.
Simply, as long as that person's banging in their ends or whatever it is, like, promoting their music amongst their friendship group, your name will now be in that friendship.
Yeah, it's that simple.
So it's a thing where I do think man should do a few more collabs, but I think he needs to do the right collabs.
Yeah, that's true. Not a collab to a collab sake.
100. I feel like he could bang. Not even mocking it. I feel like he could bang on a collab with like a French Montana or that type of art. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I get you.
Not to say that that's even within his reach. Not to say that whatever. But I'm just saying there's certain collabs that you should look for. Because you've supposedly done everything that you could have done in the past 10 years to bust through the gates of the scene, and it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
So now you might as well carry on dropping your bars like you're normally doing, but cut through on your angle, innit?
Yeah, and be like, yo, let me hop on this tune. Oh, what, do you want a feature? I'm doing verses for this amount.
Simply,
Fam.
100%.
I thought you can make bread doing verses, fam. Do you know what I mean, man? Just do verses and make easy bread. Like, what?
If I was him, I would jump on the summer wave quickly. Get my verses in.
Fair, I hear you.
Quickly, get my bread up, 100%. Think you can't drop another Habibti type verse?
Well, you think he can't?
I think he can.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like, he probably got like 5 other tunes like that, fam.
I reckon so as well.
I thought he's one person that he just got hella tunes on his desktop type thing.
Yeah, no, 100. If you wanted a take from him, you can have that.
Like, he could be like, oh yeah, I could drop part 2 of this right now, fam.
Definitely do a Teflon, innit? Young stuff.
Oh, bro, he's got tunes for days, bro.
Quickly, man.
Bro,
Mr. Desktop.
literally, desktop champion, fam. But yeah, no, hopefully, like, what is it, each one of them ones, you just have to wait and see what he does, fam. But I think even he's starting to realize, like, yo, like, I might have to do a bit more, because as much as I'm rocking with what I'm doing right now, I don't think he thinks. Actually, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not there. I'm not in his shoes, bro. I ain't even spoken to a brother, but I don't even know if he thinks. I feel like you wouldn't have this type of work rate if you thought you were doing enough with his in me.
100%. No, I agree, man. I think he knows, not to say he hasn't been working hard enough, but I think he knows he has to step up his game. He has to be dropping the way he's been dropping. Like, he was dropping videos last year and I wasn't, I almost want to say I didn't know what he was dropping for, because I didn't know that was coming. But it was like, well done. I'm happy that I'm still seeing you type of thing, innit? So, no, 100. He's going to have to up his game.
Especially as an independent artist as well.
Yeah.
Like, that is one thing.
AJ Tracy's still independent. So you're competing with them type of man.
Yeah, like, that's like...
Come on, innit?
Like, bro,
come on, man.
There's levels to it, but I think, like, you wouldn't put all the bread on, like, music videos and them things there just to not be... Like, you don't do it for bad enough, fam.
Truth, man.
Like, fam, how long it is to, like, put a whole body of work together out of your own pocket and then put it on streaming services and do your own videos.
Truth, man.
To maybe not even, not like saying that's a violation or anything like that, but to maybe not recoup.
Yeah.
Me.
Like, straight, no, fully, man. There's definitely an intention, and I think his intention is he wants to do this thing.
Yeah.
I do think he's trying to do music. He isn't trying to do no part-time thing.
Do you think he's gonna pull some of the other brothers from his area
up with him?
Yeah. In the sense that, okay, how do I phrase this? Not everyone's gonna be able to come through on the music thing.
Yep.
So is he gonna be like, oh, maybe you should be like a manager type thing, you should be a this type thing.
Oh, yeah, I reckon he'd do that. Adz looks like he not looks after his people, but he's good with his people, isn't it?
Yeah, because the way that I see it, there's a lot of guys that he's had featured on this tapes, that I don't see a lot from them individually. So maybe he could be like, oh, here's something else that you could do to try and bring them up with him.
Yeah. Oh, I reckon he would still. I think Brixton's like that as well. The way they go together, they're quite tight, innit? I could see a lot of the familiar faces being on the tour team or being on the management team or whatever it may be, innit? I think it would work like 100%. But then I ask, do you think he's the one to go then?
The one to go clear from there, from some sides? Yeah.
Do you think he's the one?
Yeah, because I feel, from out of the whole Brixton.
Our whole Brixton is a bit different, more difficult. Obviously, the M24s and man, innit? But out of the set that we're talking about, innit?
I feel he could because he's the most consistent and his music, like, a lot of it can actually be, I'd say, so he's got some tunes that could do radio play.
Yeah, I think so as well. I agree. I don't know how radio appealing M24 is in comparison to how my man could be, innit? Interesting, man. I do think it could be to go as well.
My last question would be, do you think he should run on more Asian rhythms? Because, hear me out, so if you listen to brothers like Frenzo and Caps and them and these men are always on the Asian rhythms, bro. Yeah. And some of them bang. Some of them Asian trap rhythms are cold. Do you think Adz has not lacked? Okay, that's not lacked, that's a big word. But do you think he's kind of been like, he should have capitalized and like gone the Asian trap rhythms more? Because like, if you look at the guys that Mookie and Sparkman and them, man, them man will go in Asian trap instrumentals and they'll do their thing.
Sparkman's cold.
Yeah.
I think he needs to, like you say, capitalize on the fact that he is North African, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But the Asian rhythm thing that he needs to, I think he does need to put himself out there a bit more in terms of jump on a couple rhythms. Yeah. Because you could kill them. Like, I think it's quite evident that you could kill them. So
do you think you should link up with some of the other Asian rappers in the scene a bit more as well? Yeah. I hear that.
Definitely. He tried. I think one thing he does, not like you say, I don't know, who am I, all of this and that, but I think one thing that he does is he maintains the legitimate side. Yeah. The verified side to him, innit? So he'll work with people that are, you're good, or I know that you're verified or whatever, isn't it? Like, he's linked up with AM, he's linked up with
maybe. No, I don't think so yet. No.
AM linked up with Gecko. But he's linked up with certain man. But yeah, I'd love to see him link up with just, I want to do a tune with you.
Yeah, no, I get you fully. One more final question, just like a PSS type thing, So we mentioned this in the album reaction, and we were talking about the youngers in the area and linking up with them, man. So do you think that's something that like needs to happen essentially?
What, olders linking up with youngers or him linking up with the youngers?
Both. Let's say both.
Olders linking up with youngers, I think when the time's right.
Fair, yeah.
When not to say they're good enough, but when they show, then don't. I feel like there's olders that don't try and show their hand. Youngers in the ends or whatever.
Because I was gonna say there's like definitely two generations in Brixton that they could link up. Like I can't lie, with the, let's say with 6-7 for example, they have their olders and their youngers, and they literally did the song together like last week, fam.
And the youngers are doing well. Yeah. 6-7 youngers are doing well. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'd say that's one thing that they do well, is that when they say, if you're under this name, they're like, yo, we're gonna push you. You're part. It's not even like Y67 or it's just 6-7.
6-7. No,
and like, if you want to do a tune,
No, I hear it. I think you should. I think you should link up with a couple of the youngers, because I'm not being funny. I think everyone knows the younger generation right now in the scene are running the scene.
Yeah,
like they've got, even if they're not running, they've got the buzz in it. Like if they were to drop something, they've got buzz in it. So.
And the younger than is already got the game in the chokehold, fam.
What chokehold, G? Bro. So it's a thing where even if your youngers might not be banging the most or whatever it is, I'm not being funny. I rate man like Tuki or the man down there, innit? But jump on a couple of tracks with them, G. Because you're gonna, like we're saying, the man them in their generation are gonna rate you, and also like. At some point, it's going to be them, innit? Yeah, so you might as well.
And I feel like people underestimate the fact that like the age group, the demographic that listens to you and the demographic that listens to youngers are completely different, fam.
Different, man.
They're completely different. Like there'll be some brothers that will listen to M24 and they won't know who Ard Adz is, which is mad to me.
Insane.
Bro,
Insane.
they will literally be like, oh wait, like what? My man just started rapping.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. There's still people that yeah, man, like you're saying, people that think Ard Adz started rapping like 2-3 years ago.
Fam,
I
like,
think that Habibti is one of his first tunes.
yeah.
It's definitely a thing where I want to say certain generations, but he needs to do some educating.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you might as well become the teacher, bro. Just jump on tracks and certain, man.
Yeah.
Boom, bam, boom. The right one, not to say, I'm not saying.
They jump on for the sake of jumping
on. Or I want a local man on my rhythm so that it pops or whatever. Nah. But there's certain guys that you should definitely be doing tracks with.
1000%, fam.
I reckon he's got a couple of tracks with them and there though.
True. Probably just needs clearing or something like that.
Yeah.
That time is right type tunes.
Yeah.
But yeah, fam. That's Real Talks No Ports episode 7 wrapped up. And yeah, fam, you gotta let us know what you think. Like, who would Ard Adz feature well with? Like, what do you think it has been that stunted his career essentially?
Yeah.
And if there's any moves that he should make that he hasn't been making. And yeah, fam, it'd be a nice discussion to have because that man read these things as well, you know. So you might be doing him a favour type of vibe, innit?
Quickly, man.
But yeah, fam, that's myself and Dog and Lizzle.
Come on, yours truly, Xmas. Rich Christmas.
And yeah, fam, we out.
Zoop.